Carly Spellhog will lead things off for the Cyclones. Spellhog in game number 1 went 0 for 3, but did score a run. And she was hit by a pitch. And the first pitch is in for a strike. 7:17 p.m. with the first pitch for game number 2. Oh, DJ just lost a stat sheet out the window. Oh, no. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Foul straight back to us. Yes. Hit the net. Thought we had a play.
I've lost pins. I've lost all kinds of things out the window this year.
There's your box score.
Thank you.
2 hours and 38 minutes in game number 1. 2:38. I'm going to go out on a limb and say outside of the Tennessee game, that was the longest game of the season. Pop foul. And the 0-2 pitch to stay alive for Spellhog. Spellhog, Ramos, Allen, Ochoa, Ranches, Pond, Simpson, Skylar Ramos, and Angelita Fuentes gets the start behind the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch from Troutwine is up high, 1-2. Along with DJ Sanchez, I'm Chris Plank. Grant Wade, our producer in the Sooner Sports TV studios. David Jordan, our producer in the Learfield. This special TV to radio simulcast as the 1-2 misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. At some points, the between-game break seemed like it lasted for hours. At other points, it seemed like it lasted 5 minutes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Troutwine hits her. But it got the bat. Ooh, lucky break on a pitch that came in while Spellhog was trying to get out of the way. It hit the button of the bat.
You see it getting away a little bit. Spellhog didn't even flinch. Be curious to know, though.
Didn't even try to sell it.
I was going to say, sell that.
I fall down. I throw my hands in the air. 2-2, ball 3, low and away.
Because they're not going to review it.
Now, that is a reviewable play.
They are. Okay. Yeah. So I'd be curious to know.
Jamie Pinkerton, as a matter of fact.
But a pitch has already been thrown. Can they review it after a pitch has been thrown?
Yeah, they're concerned over the count. It's a 3-2 count. I don't know. Because that pitch that came up and in, I wonder if there is confusion about whether or not that was a ball or a strike. No, we got the count right here, boys. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Troutwine brings it home. Pop foul, and that's going to get out of play. 6-4, the Sooners won game 1. 41st straight win over Iowa State. Win number 40 on the season for OU. The 3-2 pitch from Troutwine is hit pretty deep to right center field. Coleman has a beat, makes the catch at the warning track, and there's one away after a lengthy first at bat for Carly Spellhog.
And with the way that this wind is blowing straight out to right center, for a second I sat here and held my breath when that got up in the air. But great job by Jada Coleman tracking it down.
Oh, Troutwine is our Loves Travel Stops player to watch today. Loves Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. You like what you've seen so far, right?
Yeah, she, again, closed out game 1, got the save, coming back here in game 2, hitting spots.
First pitch low for a ball to Michaela Ramos.
But truly, the biggest thing for hope in this game that I think we saw in game 1 a little bit was having quality misses. And one thing that Troutwine does very well is she throws pitchers pitches and gets hitters to swing outside of the zone, just like we saw right there with the rise ball.
1 ball, 1 strike to Michaela Ramos. Went 1 for 4, but struck out 3 times in the first game. Angelina Allen waits on deck as the 1-1 pitch drops in the dirt. We said it in game 1, experienced it if you were with us. It is nonstop from that Iowa State dugout.
That's just who they are. Again, I'm going to be honest with you. I think they should be better than their record.
2-1 pitch is a lazy fly ball to left field. Brito's under it, and there's quickly 2 away. How do I know that fly ball's personality? How dare I call it lazy?
I think you spend enough time in the ball field.
Yeah,
You know.
That ball's worked hard. It was just an easy out to left.
Can of corn.
Can of corn, whichever way you want to look at it. 2 outs for Angelina Allen, the freshman first baseman who pops up the first pitch she sees on the infield. Lyons makes the catch, and that's the top half of it in their last 63 series in Big 12 play.
Let's not forget either that Big 12 conference 10 years ago looked a lot different than it does today with A&M and Nebraska and Mizzou.
11-game hitting streak for Jada Coleman, who digs in and takes the first pitch for a strike. Starting lineups brought to you by the OU College of Professional and Continuing Studies. So this would be the 3rd straight game that Jada Coleman's in a leadoff spot, riding an 11-game hitting streak. 1 through 4 very familiar with Allo second, Jennings third, and Lyons in the cleanup spot. The 0-1 pitch is a strike, 0-2. But there is a little different look to the Sooner lineup on the bottom half. Jana Johns has moved up to the 5-hole. Taylor Snow batting 6th at first base. Alyssa Brito in that 7-hole and left. And Lindsey Elam batting 8th behind the plate with Riley Boone in the 9-hole. The 0-2 pitch to Jada is well up and away. And Ellie Spellhawk, who gets the call again in game number 2 for the Iowa State Cyclones. Here's a good look at the Cyclone starter. 3 innings, scattered 8 hits, gave up 6 runs, all of them. A 1-2 pitch to Coleman. That was in game 1. She misses outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And one thing that really kind of came around to hurt Spellhawk in game 1 was location. She started out pretty well in throwing some quality pitches with good misses, and then we started seeing those misses get pretty big, and it wasn't keeping these Sooner hitters off balance.
2-2 pitch just misses low, 3-2. Well, if there is one area that Jada Coleman is definitely underrated and not talked about enough, it's in that free pass category, in that territory. She's got 34 walks this season and has been hit by 3 pitches. 3-2 pitch. She reaches and pokes one foul down the left field line. But that is a protect the plate kind of a swing with authority from Jada. How about that catch in game 1?
Oh, man. Tell you what, that game could have turned out much differently without that catch. And again, the read off the bat was just impressive. We saw Coleman make a couple really great plays out in the outfield in game 1.
Full count pitch again. Ball 4. And Jada lets the bench know about it as she jogs down to first base. If you missed game 1, here is the replay on the TV side of one of the best catches Jada's made.
Just
full extension.
Yes, full extension. And here's what I love about that play even more. She didn't even stand up. The heads up play, I'm not going to celebrate the play. Yeah, I caught it. I'm supposed to catch it. But you're not going to tag up on me. How quickly she got the ball in.
There's Jocelyn Allo. 2 for 4 with a run scored in the first game. First pitch, little looper, down for a hit over the head of the shortstop into left field. First and second, nobody out, bottom of the first. This is more like it, with Tiare Jennings headed to the plate. That almost sounded like a broken bat single. She muscled it over the head of the shortstop. Gets a base hit. Good hustle by Ranchez, but couldn't get there.
So similar to how that big inning started for the Sooners in game 1 with the walk to Coleman, single by Allo, and setting the table for the middle of this lineup.
First pitch to Jennings. Oh, inside out swing, fouled it down the right field line. The way she swung reminds you when you're a bad golfer like I am, when you have that great swing and then all of a sudden the ball just shoots to the right. Like, what just happened here?
I find it hard to believe you're a bad golfer.
Terrible. Terrible. But I love it, and I can't get enough of it. No balls and a strike. First and second, nobody out, scoreless game. Pitch to Jennings, nearly hits him. See how they're defending Jennings here. Interesting. And then Allen over at first is actually in a bit. Actually quite a bit. As is Pond over at third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hard hit ball, right side, base hit, past the glove of Allen. Here comes Coleman, she'll score from third. Allo slides into third and pumps her fist towards the Sooner dugout. Look at this energy early from Oklahoma. It's 1-0 on an RBI single by Tiare Jennings.
And that's what you love to see. The energy, the passion. If anything, you walk away from game one maybe a little flat out of the dugout from the Sooners. And I got a feeling that was discussed between games because they have come out striking early, and we're hearing a completely different attitude coming out of that dugout, pumping arms, stuff we didn't see in game one.
Team leading 56th RBI on the season for Tiare Jennings. And there's still nobody out in the first. Circle visits. Well, that wasn't a circle visit. The team just came together. They'll do that quite a bit, will Iowa State. I mean, a lot. Here's Grace Lyons. First and third. See if the first and third play is on after the Sooners went crazy in stolen bases in the first game. First pitch, it's a squeeze, and it's a beauty. Allo's going to score, and Lyons beats it out. Grace Lyons executed the squeeze to perfection, and it's 2-0 Sooners.
Again, attacking early, using the squeeze, right down the line, taking advantage of the right side of the field. And again, even if a squeeze isn't on, there was no play.
We have a circle visit officially now. As for the second time this half inning, Iowa State has hit pause on this game to try to slow down the Sooner momentum. Oklahoma's out of the dugout, firing up this capacity crowd. And they're up 2-0 in the first. Oklahoma hadn't put its second run on the board in the first game until the third inning. So they're off to a great start here, and there's still nobody out as Johns comes to the plate. The RBI for Tiare Jennings is her team-leading 56th of the season. The RBI for Grace Lyons is her 47th run batted in on the season. Here's Jana Johns.
Crazy to me about the RBI, and I'm just sitting here thinking about it.
First pitch to Johns is in for a strike.
How much of that is a result of people pitching around Allo and Jennings just coming up and not trying to do too much and not thinking about it and just taking care of business?
Like Jana Johns took care of business in game one. Big shot over the right field wall. The 0-1 pitch hits her. Bases loaded. Jana Johns hit by a pitch again. She now has the team lead all to herself. Her 8th hit by pitch this season, and the bases are juiced for Taylon Snow. Oklahoma looking to land a knockout blow here in the first inning. Here's the first pitch to the left-handed hitting first baseman, and it's in for a strike. Snow went 3 for 3 in the first game, breaking what had been a bit of a tough slump. She had been 0 for her previous 14. The 0-1 pitch is a hard hit ball to short. They're going to come home with it. It's a good throw, and they force out Jennings. For the first out of the game, Snow will reach on the fielder's choice. Everyone moves up 60, and here's Brito with the bases loaded now and 1 out. Pretty good play there.
It was, and one thing that Iowa State has done a pretty good job of, they've been pretty consistent defensively. So big out, huge out, trying to minimize the damage here by the Sooners here in the first inning.
Bases loaded. First pitch to Brito is in for a strike. Alyssa Brito, the left fielder, 0 for 2 in the first game, struck out once. Current look at Brito's season batting average, .361, with 11 home runs. Bouncer to short, another play to home. No, they're going to go to first. Throw is high, but staying on the bag is Allen, and they retire Brito. But Grace Lyons scores to make it 3-0 Sooners.
And that's the smart play, especially knowing the speed, the way the ball's taking her. I say that. You never really even saw her take the look at the plate.
I think she had a play.
I think she had a play.
You can see the frustration from behind the plate from Fuentes. Well, Sooners will take it. It makes it 3-0 here in the bottom of the first inning, with Lindsey Elam coming to the plate. Runners at second and third now, 2 outs. First pitch, line back to the pitcher, and Spellhog caught it. She'll throw to first to ensure the out. The Sooners strand 2, but put 3 on the board. We head to the second. Malaysia Ochoa. Ochoa's average is at .290 on the season, and she swings through the 1-0 pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Along with DJ Sanchez, I'm Chris Plank. The start of a massive weekend on campus for Oklahoma Sooner Athletics. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Tomorrow the spring game. Well, tomorrow first is game 3 of this series. Hopefully OU going for a sweep in that. And then the celebration of one of the most popular players, athletes, people in Oklahoma Sooner, not just football, but Oklahoma Sooner history in Baker Mayfield. The 1-2 pitch is up high, 2-2. They had an event tonight, a private event, which they had I would say not an unveiling, but Baker now knows what a statue looks like, which is kind of cool. And then we'll all see it tomorrow at halftime with the official unveiling during the spring game. Here's the 2-2 pitch, fouled straight back. Ochoa, Malaysia Ochoa, had a big hit in game 1. 2-run double. She finished 1 for 2 with a run scored. Two balls and 2 strikes. Just in the top of the second inning, just underway in game 2, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss on a filthy pitch out of the zone for strikeout number 1.
And that's not even close. And that is what I love about Hope Troutwine. You walk away going, why did I swing at that? That's in the other batter's box, and it's such a great pitch. It's deceptive, and that right there is exactly why Hope Troutwine is effective.
Here's Alicia Ranchez. .280 average on the season. That's 5 home runs. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Ranchez went 1 for 3. Had one of the 5 Iowa State hits in the first game. No balls and a strike. Grounder back up the middle off the glove of Troutwine, right to Lyons. Goes for the second out of the inning. 2 outs.
Just making it look easy. Troutwine with the smile, kind of going, yeah. And Grace Lyons taking it nice and slow off of the ricochet on the glove.
2 outs. And here's Kaylee Pond, third baseman. Again, there is one thing that you can say about this Iowa State roster as the first pitch is up high for a ball. A lot of games played with their starters and a lot of consistency in the lineup. 6 of their 9 starters have started every single game. Fuentes, behind the plate today, is making just her 8th start. 1-0 pitch pop foul and out of play. Look out, Jackie Livingston.
I feel like, as a coach, that's one of those things. How great is it? I mean, it makes you wonder. How great is it to be able to get that consistency for your starting 9, but also on the flip side, what does your depth look like? Are they prepared? I mean, you never know what the season's going to bring.
Another foul ball, same area.
But when you see that, it makes me wonder, at least, kind of going, what does the depth chart look like for Iowa State?
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Cold strike 3. Lindsey Elam was so excited she threw the ball into left field whenever it was the end of the inning. She was pretty effective. She faces the 9-hole hitter Riley Boone, who takes ball 1 low. Swain went 3 innings, allowed 3 hits, walked 3 batters, but didn't give up a run.
She didn't. She worked out of some tough jams and kept Iowa State in the game. That was her job. Just like we're seeing now, get a handle after that 3-run inning as that ball misses outside, but get a handle and keep this game within striking distance.
2 balls and no strikes. Riley Boone went 0 for 2 in the first game, but she's in that group of Sooners that have found another level the last few weeks. She turns on this one and pulls it foul. Seems like every single time Riley has a big game, it's not just a one-hit game. She's going out and putting up massive numbers. Like Wednesday night when she went 3 for 3 against North Texas and scored a couple of runs. She takes the 2-1 pitch low for a ball.
Getting that production from your 9-hole is huge. I mean, everything, we can talk offensive numbers for this entire lineup all night long, and still people are going to be blown away. But getting that type of production to roll this back over to Jada Coleman.
3-1 pitch just caught the inside edge, full count. 3-zip Sooners. We're in the bottom of the second inning. See if this game can have a little bit more of a pace to it than our first game did. I wouldn't say we're off to a good start. Boone hammers one. Deep to right field, and it's gone! A bomb off the bat of Booney, who sprints around the bases. Slow down, Riley, enjoy it. 4-zip Sooners.
Just as we're talking about production from the 9-hole, Riley Boone delivers big with the bomb. And it was a no question. That got out of here. That was not wind aided. No. She got a hold of it and broke up the zeros from Swain.
Second home run of the season for Riley Boone. Her first since February 19th. They want Boone to do a curtain call. There she goes. She peeks around the side of the dugout and just waves. Jada Coleman walked her first time up. First pitch is up and away for ball 1. So, in my massive stats here, that on the season, we'll have to, for some reason, the adding up of the home runs only gives us 11, and there's many more than that. The 1-0 pitch is in for a strike, 1-1. Sooners have only given up 6 home runs to opponents this year, which is still a wild number in my mind.
Agreed.
1-1 is an attempted bunt. She missed it. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's a wild number, and it's also, I mean, it's so impressive. I mean, the things you need to do as a pitcher, limit your free passes and keep the ball in the yard. And sometimes a lot easier said than done.
1-2, foul back.
If you can keep the ball in the park, you've got a shot. Let your defense work.
One ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch is hit pretty well to center field, but not deep enough. Ranging over and making the play is Ramos, and there's one away. Here comes Jocelyn Allo.
Swain responding with the change of speeds. We saw her changing speeds, sometimes effectively, sometimes in the dirt, not really giving much with it in game one. If she wants to go the distance in this game, she's really going to have to change speeds, just as we saw her do there, and get these Sooners out on their front foot.
Alo singled her last time out. First pitch is in for a strike. So by my calculations, 112 home runs for the Sooners this season. And they've given up 6. Let's see if Alo can make it 113 on the season for OU. The 0-1 pitch is a little low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 4-zip Sooners, bottom of the second.
I want to see her get one out to Home Run Village. We got all those people out there.
Tuned in, enjoying the game. There you guys are. We see you.
Yes.
I'm waving like they can see me. The 1-1 pitch, bounced foul.
I snuck out there in between games. It's awesome.
You don't get the full feel of how many people are out there because it's kind of shaded by the left field stands. They got a good group for the return of Home Run Village this weekend. Should be fun tomorrow. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Alo takes ball 2 outside. I will give a lot of credit in the circle because there doesn't really seem to be too terribly much that affects or bothers Seiya Swain. She's pretty calm. She skips that one up there. You see kind of the smile on her face.
Now I feel like that's part of, she's had some really good outings.
Right.
I mean, with high strikeout numbers, and she's beat a couple really good offensive teams. I mean, she is an effective pitcher when she is on.
3-2 pitch is fouled off the right side. Security guard is up to make a play on that one. Full count with Tiare Jennings waiting on deck. Riley Boone led this inning off with her 2nd home run of the season. The 3-2 pitch to Alo. Popped up right side, slicing away from and just out of the reach of a diving Simpson, the second baseman. I mean, Ochoa is basically playing with her back against the wall in right field, so she's got to run forever to get to that ball.
Yeah, she plays straight up. That's catchable. But with this wind,
yeah, you
can't blame taking a couple steps back.
She's still moving back from even our camera shot. Don't blame her. The 3-2 pitch to Jossie is ball 4. And here comes Tiare Jennings. Florida and Arkansas, one of the big series that's just getting started this weekend. That game is scoreless in the top of the 3rd inning. Down in Gainesville, we'll keep tabs on all the big games tonight with the Air Comfort Solutions scoreboard updates. And here's Tiare Jennings. First pitch to the Sooner second baseman is up high for ball 1. Jennings went 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI in the first game. Coming off her 5 RBI, 2 home run performance on Wednesday night against North Texas. The 1-0 is in for a strike, 1-1. Texas and Oklahoma State are tied up at 2 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Oklahoma State put 2 on the board in the first inning, and then Haley Dulcini has shut them down since.
Big series.
The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Jennings chased one and she knew it. See that. Frustrated exhale. One ball, 2 strikes. With Alo at first and 1 out. Already a run in here in the bottom of the 2nd. Pops foul and out of play.
So Swain trying to expand the zone up. Got Jennings to chase. 2 pitches in a row. We saw Jennings swing through and then up again, fouling it back. She had some success with that in game 1. Again, trying to get these Sooners to work outside of the strike zone a bit. They're going to need to stay disciplined and see the ball down.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swing and a miss. She fooled it. First strike out of the game, second out here in the second. Here's Grace Lyons.
And that's the off-speed that Swain pulls out of her pocket. And when it's in the zone, it's deceptive. It's a good pitch.
So the Sooners get the leadoff home run from Riley Boone, but now they need a little 2-out magic from Grace Lyons. First pitch to Lyons, hits her. First and second now with 2 outs, and Jana Johns comes to the plate. Grace Lyons, her 6th hit by pitch this season. As a team, Oklahoma has been hit by 36 pitches so far this season. Here's Jana Johns. She was hit by a pitch in the first inning by Ellie Spellhog. She bats after hitting a home run in game 1, and she tried to hold back her swing, but couldn't do it and just got a piece of it.
Swain throwing that off speed more often. I will say this, she is not in a hurry.
There is nothing about anyone in the crimson red jerseys about speed tonight. 0-1 ground ball back up the middle, through into center field, a base hit. They'll send Alo and she'll score. The ball was bobbled in center field. It's a 2-out RBI single as Jocelyn Alo scores from second, and it's 5-0 Sooners.
It's one of the harder hit balls we've seen tonight. I know we saw the bomb from Riley Boone, but taking it right back up the middle, Jana Johns squared it up.
Here's an Eners, Taylon Snow. She reached on a fielder's choice her first time up. That was the ground ball to short, where Ranchez was able to force out Jennings at home. Snow went 3 for 3 in the first game. See if that first and second play is still on, even with our first and third, excuse me, even with 2 outs. There's a line drive. If it's fair, it's trouble, it's foul. Well foul down the first right field line. Thought it might have had a chance off the bat. They play her well into right center field for a lefty. I mean,
yeah. And with a crosswind.
Deep in center field, shaded towards left center field as Ramos. Runners go. The throw down is high. Johns wants to get caught in the rundown. She is, and she's going to get tagged out at first. She tried to delay the run, presented by Riverwind Casino.
Defensively and in the circle for Troutwine, take care of the bottom of the lineup. The rallies that we saw in game 1 were started either by a free pass or a single that got started by the bottom part of the lineup.
First pitch to Casey Simpson is a strike.
Offensively, take care of runners in scoring position. They've done a good job of it so far, but they left 8 runners on base in game 1. So take care of those runners. Get rid of the ducks on the pond.
0-1 pitch is fouled back to us. Just short. No balls and 2 strikes. Our keys to the game brought to you by Riverwind Casino, home to a luxury hotel, fine dining, and never-ending rewards. Riverwind Casino, still the one. She caught it. That's all that matters. 1 ball. Oh, 1 ball. I thought we were in 0-2. 1 ball, 1 strike, foul straight back. Oh, now it's 1-2. Hope Troutwine has been fantastic since donning an Oklahoma Sooner uniform. League's leader in ERA, nation's leader in ERA. The 1-2 pitch is just a bit low and out.
And she just takes care of business. I enjoy watching her. It's not flashy. It's not. She just gets out there and gets her job done. She throws pitchers pitches, and I love to see it.
2-2 is a little out. Elam tried to pull that back in. You see Elam getting the start in the second game tonight. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Troutwine brings it home. Line drive, left field, down for a hit. And Iowa State, after 6 up and 6 down, gets its first hit of the game from the 7-hole hitter, the second baseman, Casey Simpson. Here's Skylar Ramos.
We didn't see a lot from Simpson in game 1, but the bottom part, 8-9, 7-8-9 now of this lineup has been who has gotten rallies started.
I have this regular cue the game that I throw, and I call it the DJ Sanchez cue the game, which is pound the zone.
It is.
Just pound the
Pound
zone.
the zone.
Sometimes that happens when you pound the zone. Well, here's a double play ball to second for 1 to first. Double play. 4-6-3. Ring them up. And there's 2 outs.
Speaking of pounding the zone and letting your defense work, we've seen a lot of double plays today. And that's a big one. Great pitch location. Again, business, making it look easy.
2 away. The Sooners had 3 back-breaking double plays in game number 1. First pitch, line drive. Is it going to be caught? It will be by Grace Lyons. And the inning is over. Snow leads it off after reaching on a fielder's choice in the first. And the first pitch is high for ball 1. Zane, Fallon, Jana, and Rick are checking in from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tommy and Cindy Coleman. Liz Nevin in Pickett, Wisconsin. Teresa Lakin in Dell City. The 1-0 pitch is in for a strike, 1-1. Doug Hamilton tuned in up in Broken Arrow, along with Paige Cole. Winston Sauls from Borger, Texas. Nathan McCollum out in Southwest OKC with his daughter. Gonna retweet on that one. Robin and Johnny King say Boomer Sooner. And Taylor Snow booms this one deep to right center field. And what an incredible catch by Ramos on the run to take away extra bases from Snow. A sensational play in the gap by Ramos. 1 away.
Can't hit a ball much better than that. And Ramos, great route with the reach. What a play. She almost looked surprised she caught it.
Give her every moment. That was fantastic. Here's Alyssa Brito. Tina Kay is checked in from Frederick, Oklahoma today.
All right.
First pitch is in the dirt to Brito. Ted and Ava are watching in BA. Preston and OKC. Wanted to give a huge shout out to my friends Terry and Masha Bryan for getting me into OU softball. These women are amazing. I agree. Fun sport. The 1-0 is inside, skips all the way to the backstop. Brought to you by Physical this third inning, spelled different because we are different. Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. The Alley Cat is checked in. Allie's checking in and watching the game from the pickleball courts. 2-0 pitches in for a strike, 2-1.
Have you played much pickleball?
No, never played it.
It's fun.
I've decided I would be very good at it, though.
You'd be wonderful.
Having never played it before, I've already decided I would dominate pickleball.
I would still beat you.
You would beat me,
but you would be great.
I would think I'd be okay. Lisa Jean is checked in. Bruce and the OU Club of Birmingham. Dash Dan and Robert watching in Maysville. The 2-1 pitch, check swing on the pitch high. Joe's in Pensacola, Florida. T-Mac up in Bixby. David and Jeep Kite in Gilbert, Arizona. My man C. Mills checking in from Woodbury, Minnesota. Mark Worley is awesome at Chagrin Falls, Ohio. And Christy McMurphy representing from Edmond. Time is called. They're going to get her for an illegal pitch here? No, they're just warning her. 3 balls and a strike. And like, you're taking too long. Let's go. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Hops in. Full count.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see. So you can kind of see the umpires hurrying things along a little bit.
Right.
Coach talking right now to the third base umpire. I'm waiting to see the arm count, the infamous
Right.
arm count. Like, it's time.
3-2. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. Oh, you don't see that very often from the circle, but Swain just pointed to the dugout and told Brito to sit down.
Yeah, I don't, here's my thing. You're down 5-0. That's a great pitch. I'm all for it. I'm all for the passion. But you're down 5-0.
5 runs on 5 hits for the Sooners. 2 outs now here in the third. Pitch to Lindsey Elam is a little bit up. Add a little juice to it. Hey, I told you, the fiery competitor in Seiya Swain is fun to watch.
Absolutely.
Here's the 1-0 count, pitch to Elam. She pops this one foul down the right side. Is there a play to be made? Just out of the reach of the first baseman out.
Well, she's got good stuff.
Yes.
I mean, she's got great stuff. I think it's a little inconsistent at times, but let's also not forget she's a sophomore.
She's gone.
So future is bright for Swain.
One ball, one strike. The pitch to Elam. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Sooner offense put 5 runs on the board in the first 2 innings. Had a feeling we might be counting down to a run rule win, and the offense in danger of a 3-up, 3-down inning. The 1-2 pitch is popped foul and out of play. We had a couple of those in game 1, right? No, they had a double play that wiped out what we thought could have been a good inning in the first inning. And wiped out the 6th for the most part, too.
And we've seen quite a few double plays today.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Hammered deep to left field. Hello, Home Run Village. A bomb from Lindsey Elam. Makes it 6-zip Sooners. The captain with a salute as she airplanes into home plate. What a shot.
Lindsey Elam comes up about is arguably about as clutch as they come. And whether there's runners in scoring position or coming up and needing to change the momentum of a game, Lindsey Elam is who I want in the box. Gotta love the response after the strikeout.
12th home run of the season for Lindsey Elam. 238 over the left field wall. Thanks to Rayleigh Pogue on the numbers. Here's Riley Boone and an assist to Whitley Simmons. 6 love Sooners. In the bottom of the third, first pitch shows bunt, pulls it back, takes the ball. 6 runs now on 6 hits. Second home run of this game for the Sooners. Riley Boone had the earlier home run. As always, they're brought to you by Whataburger. Download the Whataburger app today. Boone got fooled on that one, a little bit out in front. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That changeup is filthy. It's better now than it was in game 1 when we saw it. It was in the dirt. She didn't have a lot of control over it. It's back in the zone. It has good movement on it.
1-1 pitch is lifted to left field, shallow left field. Racing in and making the catch to end the inning is Spellhog. But the Sooners will not go. Kansas in danger of getting swept today out of conference by North Texas. As the first pitch to Carly Spellhog as we get back to the top of the lineup is low and in for a ball. Now Baylor, in fact, Orm's been fantastic. Ariana Orm, 5 1/3, just 2 hits, has struck out 5 tonight for Baylor against Tech. The 1-0 is low for a ball 2.
I feel like we got to see Orm kind of come into her own out here, and Norman ourselves. I mean, she had a great outing here against the Sooners, and I think she has kind of grown from that the rest of the season. 2
balls and no strikes. pitch. Moving around in the box again, she fouls it off. By the way, appreciate everyone checking in. Isaac McGee has checked in late from East Grand Rapids. I saw Carol Lyons and the G3 crew up in Boston. Tim in Lexington, Kelly and Kim Walker and Perry, Florida. Saw Wheelchair Mama down in Southern Illinois. Trey Linda Kerr listening in and more. Joel out in Rogersville, Tennessee. So try to get to them all, but a very important question was asked, which we'll answer after this 2-ball, 1-strike pitch from Chalwine. It's low and in the dirt. Ashley Barrett, Sooner great. Ashley Barrett Wigington gave me a loaf of bread that I'd never had before. And I said, I'm considering this my birthday bread.
I like it.
3-1 pitch is lifted to left field, shallow left field, racing in is Brito. Full extension, diving catches made in left. Alyssa Brito high fives all around as there's a 1 away. But I had the birthday bread last night.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what the secret is to it. But Ashley Barrett could become the richest person on the planet if she ever
made it herself?
Yeah. Watch this catch.
Good catch.
Wow. So thank you, Ashley, and your family. There's still a half a loaf left, and I keep trying to hide it from everyone in my home. It's got cinnamon on it. It's
nice.
It's like it's incredible.
That's big time.
It's big time. 1 away. Here's the first pitch in for a strike.
Ashley Barrett was big time. I remember watching her play. Awesome.
Kayla Ramos. And again, it goes in line. We were talking about Kelly back in the game number 1.
They're part of that same team.
An incredible list of great veterans. The 0-1 pitch that helped lay the foundation. Veterans of Sooner softball, 0-2.
This program is what it is today because of that group that was here.
No balls and 2 strikes. Ho brings it home. Fouled straight back. 6-zip Sooners. In stark contrast to what we saw in game number 1, when the Sooners trailed heading into the bottom of the 3rd inning before they put 5 on the board. Here they jumped out early with a 3-run first, a 2-run second, and a solo home run from Elam in the 3rd. The 0-2 skips up there for ball 1.
Troutwine's been in control of this game. She's thrown good pitches. We've seen 1, 2, 3 innings, and we have seen Iowa State be off balance more than I think we saw them at all really in game 1.
1-2 pitches, woo, way up and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And just as I was about to say it, got a little out of the zone, but she's really, to use the words you used already, Plank, pounding the zone, throwing strikes, letting her defense work. We've seen some great defensive plays already.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Line drive pretty deep to right field. Boone has a beat on it. That's a no-fly zone out in right field. And it has been all night tonight in that outfield. Second out of the inning on a hard hit ball.
Good piece of hitting by Ramos. Even better by Riley Boone. Again, I think one aspect of this team that doesn't get as much love as they probably should is the defense.
Absolutely.
We talk about the pitching. Part of the reason this pitching is as good as it is, as that one misses outside, is because the defense is ridiculous. They are solid. They very rarely make errors. But on top of that, I see plenty of mistakes by defenses that don't go down as errors in the book.
Yeah.
You know, it's those mistakes that get made.
1 ball and a strike.
And I have to say this as we're talking about defense. I might cry at the end of the year when Grace Lyons leaves.
She's got 1 more year.
Oh, I'm losing my mind on the
1-1. Well, with all the that was a good pitch.
On the COVID year.
Now listen, I have
Ignore me.
a handful. No, don't, because I'm the same way. I have a handful of people that you start doing the math in your head, and you're like, they've been here.
No, I've lost here. Okay, I just got a lot happier. My day has been made.
After next year's World Series, foul ball
And then I'm
going to
cry.
Then we'll cry.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes. See the Sooners put like a 3 or 4 spot on the board in the bottom of the 4th, and let's get out of here. Iowa State, though, this is a gutty, gritty team. They're not going to go anywhere. Despite a 6-zip hole, the 2-2 pitch is fouled off again.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed watching Iowa State play this evening. And again, I think it's one of the things that makes them, we talked about some of the close games we've seen from Iowa State, but they battle. Mm-hmm. And I'd be lying if I said there aren't teams that come in here and look defeated already walking in to play the Sooners, especially at home. Iowa State, they battle. They're still up in the dugout.
2-2 fouled off. It's all game long. I
yes.
mean, when we said it earlier, we weren't trying to be funny. I mean, they bring the juice the whole game.
And I can appreciate it. And I think that's sometimes why they catch teams by surprise. But this is a much better team, I think, than what their record shows.
I would agree. The 2-2 pitch. Line drive fouled on the left field line. They're in the bottom of the 9th. Stillwater still tied at 2. How about the pitching line so far for Haley Dulcini? 8 1/3. She scattered 5 hits and has only given up 2 runs, and those came in the first inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Troutwine just misses outside, full count. Full count pitch. Troutwine looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Here it comes. Ground ball to the right side, fielded cleanly by Taylor Snow, who takes it to the bag and ends the inning. Here's Jada Coleman. Opponent's hitting just 200 against Jasso, and the first pitch is in for a strike. Coleman is 0 for 1. Walked and scored a run in the first inning. Flied out to center in the second. She's in the midst of an 11-game hitting streak. As the 0-1 pitch misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Six runs on 6 hits for the Sooners. No runs on 1 hit. Here's a deep ball to center field, caught at the warning track, and basically taking it off the wall was Ramos for the first out of the inning. Coleman has hit the ball hard a couple of times tonight, but unfortunately is 0 for 2.
Squared it up again. You can't hit a ball much better than that. Ramos, basket catching out there.
That's her second really nice play. Took a hit away from Taylor Snow early. That wind is whipping out of here to center field. I mean, it has just kicked up another notch as Alo steps to the plate. 1 for 1 with a walk and scored 2 runs. First pitch low and in, ball 1. Oklahoma and Iowa State, 1 o'clock tomorrow to wrap this series up. The Sooners will have a Sunday off. The 1-0 pitch is popped foul down the right field line, slicing away from and out of the reach of Ochoa, though she gave chase. We're down to 2 series left in Big 12 play.
I feel like Big 12, it's just crazy.
Every year it just flies by.
Yes.
Like you blink and the next thing you know, whoa, where'd that go? 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch to Alo. She had a cut and fouled it straight back. A massive swing.
1 inch and that thing
Still flying.
is gone for a while.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to Alo. Ooh, that thing skipped almost out of the hand. Two balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. In the bottom of the 4th. Nearly hits Alo, ball 3. Here's the 3-2. Ball four. That's the second walk of the game of Jocelyn Alo. And on the season, the 38th free pass. Which leads the team, to the surprise of nobody. But hey, Jada Coleman's not too far behind.
No.
Jada Coleman's been walked 35 times this season. Here's Tiare Jennings.
You know what's awesome about that?
Well, Tria Coleman's going to pinch run here.
But Jada Coleman getting those types of walk numbers from the leadoff spot, I mean, that's big time. You know, seeing so many pitches, doing what she's supposed to be doing in the leadoff spot. You always tell your leadoff to be aggressive, but also be patient.
Right.
You know, and finding a balance of that.
Long look for Tiare down to the third base coach's box and Patty Gasso to get the signs. Here's the first pitch to Tiare, and it's in for a strike. So Tria Coleman gets the call here to pinch run, the freshman out of Houston. Saw Hannah Core get the first call off the bench to pinch run in game one. She scored a run. Now here's the C.E. King High School product. The 0-1 pitch to Jennings is lined to center field, but right at the center fielder Ramos for the second out of the inning. You couldn't hit it any harder. Two-way.
Ramos is getting a workout out there. I mean, we are seeing some really hard hits going right back up the middle. Ramos hanging tough, making some good plays. But we have seen some pitches just absolutely get squared up.
Two-way for Grace Lyons. Runner at first and 2 outs now. Runner goes. The throw is on time, on line, but she slid around it. Boy, that looked close.
Yes.
At second base.
Great jump.
They're going to challenge. Well, Jamie Pinkerton, before he challenges, is going to have a word with the third base umpire. Oklahoma Century Roofing OK.com. All right, every meeting is over. It's a 1-0 count with Grace Lyons and a runner now at second. The pitch is up high. 2 balls and no strikes. Six-zip Sooners. Sun is completely set. The 2-0 pitch is hammered. Deep to left field, but not deep enough. And the wind caused all kinds of problems in left field for Spellhog, who misplayed it. And it falls for an RBI double for Grace Lyons. She hit that one up into the stratosphere, and then the wind took over.
And it got hung up, and it took off. I mean, we've seen some great defensive plays by this Iowa State outfield. There's, I mean, so much of that. As I saw her going for that, I see plastic flying across. I mean, it's just, the wind is tough out there.
First pitch is outside for ball 1 to Jana Johns. So an RBI double. So play-by-play guy trick is you kind of watch the outfielder, and when she started running around, I think it confused me, but then you realize you can't blame her in what we're dealing with 26-mile-per-hour winds. The 1-0 to Johns is popped up. Could this be problematic on the infield? Nope. Safely caught at second by Simpson, and the inning is over, but the Sooners add a run. 7-zip Sooners, top of the 5th inning. First pitch is a little low and away for ball 1 to Malaysia Ochoa with DJ Sanchez. I'm Chris Plank. Thanks for hanging out with us on a gorgeous evening. Windy. 1-0 pitch to the left-handed hitting Ochoa is in for a strike, 1-1. Ochoa had a good first game. Had that big hit. Malaysia Ochoa went 1 for 2 with a couple of RBI, but she's 0 for 1 so far. Strikeout in the second.
Yeah, Iowa State, they've had good at-bats throughout game one into this game, we've seen some decent at-bats, but Hope Trautwein is dealing.
She's really pitching well tonight.
I mean, she is throwing well, and this is an Iowa State offense that does a good job against good pitching. We saw it in game one, and Trautwein has them fooled.
2 balls and a strike. Whew. That thing shot off of Elam's glove and then took off. 3-1. A 3-run first, a 2-run second, single runs in the third and the fourth. A wind-aided run in the fourth. Fouled straight back, full count. I'm going to have to go back and watch that highlight about 10 times, because when it first left the bat, I thought it was hit much deeper than it was. And then it's almost as if as soon as it caught the wind, you realize this is trouble for the defender. 3-2, fouled off. Good pitch.
And I feel like the wind has picked up here in the last inning and a half or so. Flags have been howling all night, but I'm starting to see the flag poles wobble. Like, I feel like the wind is getting worse, but it hasn't been that much of a factor until we saw the double.
3 balls and 2 strikes to pitch. Fouled again. 5th innings all season long have been brought to you by Coca-Cola. No matter your favorite meal, it'll pair perfectly with a Coca-Cola. Served with a Coke. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good at bat here to start the inning by Ochoa. Swing and a miss. Hope Trautwein says enough. 1 away. 3rd strikeout of the game for Trautwein. I have all these different color pins, and I'm always saying I'm gonna use these so I don't get my strikeout numbers, and I lose them halfway through the game, and I'm looking for them. It's crazy.
I'm dropping pins out the window every game.
It's okay, it happens. 1 away for Alicia Ranchez. First pitch swinging, looped right to Lyons, quickly 2 away.
Trautwein really hitting some good locations. We saw it with the K to Ochoa, and then Ranchez again just sawing her off, but good pitches.
Third baseman, Kaylee Pond, strikeout victim in the second. Trautwein's first pitch. Wow, that was pure filth as it dropped in for a strike. She's spinning it tonight. Watch this.
Pulling the string.
No balls and a strike with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Line shot foul, and quickly it's an 0-2 count.
She's very efficient. I mean, she's working quick. She's working ahead in the count, which is always awesome to see. But it's efficient. The misses are quality, and even something that's meant to be off the plate, you can still see Iowa State hitters thinking about going after it.
2 pitch misses high. I thoroughly enjoy and dig everything about the personality and the performance of Hope Trautwein. He's one of those people that you're like, oh man, wish she was here from day one. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Grounded to third. Johns has it bounce off her chest. Kaylee Pond will reach. It's either the second hit of the game for Iowa State or the first error for the Sooners. Oh, I think that's going to be an E5.
There it goes, yep. Just cut her back on her heels a bit.
Here's Simpson. Casey Simpson digs in from the right side of the plate with 2 outs in the 5th. First pitch swinging, and she fouls it away. I always appreciate those who continue to check in throughout the game. Like Miss Jane Jetson had kidney stone surgery earlier today and still checking in.
All right. Hope
That's
you're
what
doing
I'm talking
okay.
about. Kyle Roberts up in Sand Springs. Macy Turley, the Turley family is checked in from Bixby. The 0-1 pitch is grounded foul. Ashley Barrett's famous bread is friendship bread. You're now officially friends. That's a good sign. So are we friends, Ashley? And my man Keegan checked in from working inside the Sooner Vision studios today. Grant Wade never checks in with me, just as so you know that.
Come on, Grant.
0-2 pitch up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Simpson on the day does have one hit for Iowa State with the error on the 2-out ground ball. Simpson had the leadoff single in the 3rd, but was quickly erased on a 4-6-3 double play. The 1-2. Ground ball to 3rd. Johns has this one. Throws across, inning over. Sooners will look to walk it off in run rule fashion when we come back. The Sooners, that one error came from Jana Johns in the top half of the 5th. Hope Chowine has been fantastic. She worked around it. So Sooners 40-1 on the season. Looking for win number 41 and their 33rd run rule win of the season, which is incredible.
I'm going to look this stat up.
Go ahead.
I'm curious. I'm not going to do it right now because it's going to take me some time. I want to know how long it took Coach Gossett to get to 33 run rules in her career. How many seasons?
First pitch is a strike to Taylon Snow. That is a great question. Like going back, are we going back even to the days at Long Beach?
Let's just do
OU?
Let's just do OU. But then I'd be curious to know Long Beach.
Long drive, base hit. Little inside out swing, and Snow powers it to left field. And there's the winning run with Alyssa Brito coming to the plate. Brito was a strikeout victim in the 3rd. And then one batter later, Lindsey Elam hit one to the moon.
Taylon Snow has been great tonight. Game 1, game 2, kind of coming out of a slump, if that's what you want to call it.
Okay.
I don't even know if I want to call it a slump, but seeing the ball well. She's had a great night all the way around.
Here's the first pitch to Brito, and it's hammered to left field and foul. Well, those balls are getting up in the air and just dying to left field now.
Anything on the left side of the field is getting up, and it is just falling straight down.
I mean, Brito smoked that ball, and it just literally, as soon as it got up in the stream, it got knocked right down. Folger boy, that's twice to left field.
So if it was doing that when Elam hit that bomb, that's even more impressive. I don't think it was.
Here's one. Deep into the night. Walk it off. Alyssa Brito. Oklahoma wins in run rule fashion by the final score of 9-0 on a bomb from Brito. Win column Sooners. Game over. She made sure she got all of that
Yeah,
one
she did.
the second time around.
She got it to the left center field gap, found a way, and man, we've seen a lot of hard hit balls tonight. That ball was smashed.
Unbelievable home runs this season, brought to you by Whataburger. Download the Whataburger app today. A no-doubter ends it 242 over the left field wall. We'll take a final timeout and come back to wrap it up with a Bud Light postgame show. This is Sooner Softball. OU wins it 9-0.